Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday to you all. Welcome to another day in Azeroth on our hardcore journey here on the Forsaken Warrior. Hope everybody is doing fantastic today. John, Empathic Nightwalker, Mendy, Whitney, Talon, welcome to the stream. Alright, we are level 11. I've disabled the ultra hardcore add-on. We played with it for a little bit last time, and ultimately I just didn't really care for it. I kind of see like what it's going for, and I think for some people that could be a fun journey. I think it'll be a short journey for most people, and I think hardcore is immersive just the way that we already play it. So we've got everything basically back to default. I wouldn't mind experimenting with different hardcore rules, but I would need to start a character that way. And I don't think I would use the add-on because, like I said, too much of it is stuff that I'm not really interested in. We need to run to Undercity. We gotta go talk to a mage. He's gonna lead us out to an island and a whole chain of quests. So let's do that. First things first. We also have a little breadcrumb out to Deathguard Linea. We can turn that in on the way. Inventory space is looking rough. We can drop the Tiger's Eye off at the bank. We got some junk we could sell. Professions, we've really just barely begun with professions. One of the negative parts of the time that we spent with the Ultra Hardcore add-on is that we did not have a mini-map for most of that time, so no doubt we missed some mining nodes, especially back in Durotar. Return to Magistrate Severin with the information I gave you. He'll want it as soon as possible. Okay, to Undercity. To Undercity and to the elevator boss to start things off today. If we make these while we're here, we can probably train the next rank. And we can probably grab heavy linen pretty early here. No bodies today? Oh, let's check the bottom. No bodies. It's still early. Still plenty of time for bodies to pile up in the elevator. Let's put the Tiger's Eye in the bank.
Speak quickly.
And the leather. We want to put the leather in the bank as well. I think that's it. Let's go do our first aid stuff. The elevator's a raid boss in hardcore, yeah. I mean, I've died in the elevator. I lost a level 20-something Forsaken Priest because I was trying to eat a sandwich while navigating myself up to the Zeppelin tower to get back over to Kalimdor. And I was doing recorded series stuff only back then, so I hadn't even started recording for the day. I was just like, I'll eat this sandwich while I go to the Zep Tower, and I'll start the recording when I'm there. I didn't make it to the Zep Tower. And so then I had to make a really short video explaining how stupid I was and that the character was now deceased. That was mega embarrassing.
What is it?
Okay, let's go ahead and we'll make everything. I think at 50 we should be able to train heavy linen. Do I stream on the weekends? Not right now, I don't. I'll have recorded stuff coming out on Saturday. But right now I don't have plans to stream on the weekends. Right now I'm just streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I have recorded stuff that's going to go out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then Sundays are nothing. Sundays there won't be anything. But yeah, 3 days of streams, 3 days of recorded. That's what I'm doing right now. That's my current routine that we're beginning.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
I seem to always return to doing more streaming in the summer months. It's easier, you know, it's summer vacation, schedules are looser, my son doesn't have school. And so I always tend to stream a bunch in the summer, then once we get into autumn and winter, I always have to scale it back. It's kind of a seasonal thing that just happens. Alright, let's head over to the Mage Quarter. Female Undead has the best melee animations. Yeah, they have really awesome melee animations. I don't know if they're the best. I'd have to see some like side-by-sides. But they're definitely really cool. Much better than something like a Tauren or a Night Elf. And a lot of times also, it's not just the animations that can sometimes be bad, it's the way that a character holds a weapon. Sometimes certain races and body types, they'll just hold certain weapons in a weird way. That happens to the Night Elf a lot when the Night Elf wields like two-handed axes and two-handed maces. It just looks weird. It's like you would never hold a two-handed mace or a two-handed axe the way they do. And so that ruins it, you know? Just looks bad. Alright, that should have been the quest to go to the island. We could probably hearth out of here, but maybe we just save it. But the female Night Elf shooting a bow is good. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think if you really care about the animations, then it's really important to pair up the right class with the right race. If the combat animations matter to you. Because they can be wildly different. And sometimes that means they can be wildly bad. I don't think I need 2 stacks. I'm gonna go down to 1 stack. And we're starting to make the heavy linen. We don't need the water. And I think that's basically all we can do.
Our enemy is abound.
Let's make some sharpening stones because we can do that anywhere and it's still worth some skill ups here. Can I tell you what self-found means? Self-found basically means that we cannot use the auction house, we cannot use the mailbox, and we cannot trade other players. It's just a restriction on those three things to make sure that all the stuff you find is stuff that you have found. Not stuff that you got traded, or that somebody sent you, or that you bought on the AH. Ooh, that guy waited almost too long. I hope he didn't die. He waited just a moment too long to get off that elevator. Are you allowed to sell? No, you're not allowed to use it at all. You just don't have access to it. I think. Is that right? Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? Because you don't have the mailbox. Remember, you're totally cut off from using the mailbox. So even if you could sell on the auction house, you can never be sent your money. So yeah, no selling, no purchasing, no mailbox. That was risky of him. Yeah, it really was. It was almost like he was asking for it. Like he just stood there, and then like at precisely the wrong moment, he started to move forward. It was almost like self-sabotage. It looked like self-sabotage. Maybe he hated his mohawk. I don't know. Let's go turn in this breadcrumb, and then I think we're gonna go do this level 7 and level 9 quest. After that, we'll probably head up to the Agamand family mills and do a bunch of stuff out that way. We need to find a green sword so badly. We need a training sword to drop. Training sword of the anything. Maybe even just a training sword with 1 stamina on it could be amazing. It would be such a DPS increase if we found one, like, soon. Just a level 5 green 2-handed sword. Let's just keep thinking about that. Do we want to do some smelting? Yes, I think so. I think we're just gonna do, well, I mean, we can make 1 upgrade. Or we can get 3 skill ups. I think I have to take the 3 skill ups. Yeah, when it comes to blacksmithing, you have to take skill ups wherever you can. It's really hard to keep it skilled up as you level the character. What are my dungeon plans? My plans are that we will do dungeons. Starting with Ragefire, eventually. Probably not till like level 15 or 16.
I have exactly what you want. Farewell.
Alright, let's see. What is this one back here? Ulag the Cleaver. Kill Ulag the Cleaver. I don't remember Ulag the Cleaver. And even though I see this quest on the mini-map, I don't see it in reality. Furthermore, what's going on with our warrior quest? Maybe we can't take the warrior quest here because we have the one from Durotar? Maybe that is the quest. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that is the quest.
This had better be good.
When the Scourge swept through Tirisfal Glades, we captured one to study. He had a free mind and called himself Ulag the Cleaver. But although his will was free, he was still enthralled by the Lich King. We hoped to find a way to break the king's control over Ulag, but we failed. Now, finally, it is time to free him. Free him and kill him. Activate the Skullstone trigger near the mausoleum to the north. This will lift the magical seal that binds him, and then be ready. Kill Ulag the Cleaver. Okay.
Embrace the shadow.
This should be okay. Right? It's a level 10 quest. We are level 11. And I think the crypt is right over here somewhere. What do we think? If it seems dangerous, we'll just run away. Oh yeah, that's really cool looking. Alright, maybe we can get some range so we can charge in. Oh, you know what? No, we have to go open the door. Oh no, he opened the door for us. Okay, yeah, he's level 11. We should be good. I think we get a one-handed weapon for this. Dante, good morning to you and welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well today. If it's a one-handed weapon we get, we need to find a shield. Like, even if we just have to go buy a shield off the vendor. Because anything we get is going to have more DPS than what we currently have, even if it's a one-hander.
What is it? Watch your back.
Nothing yet. Okay, so maybe it's the end of the chain. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think it's the end of the chain. And the end of the chain takes us into the crypt north of the Agamand Mills. Let's see. You have proven your value to the Dark Lady. Now perhaps you can prove yourself to one of her subjects. Coleman Farthing awaits a warrior who is willing to be his instrument of revenge against the Forsaken's enemies. You will find him in the Galazan Tavern in Eastern Brill.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Yes, it is true. I have need of your skills in combat. My means are small, but my task aids both me and the Forsaken's cause. Do it, and your reward will be twofold.
Our time will come.
Agamand heirlooms. The Agamand family were my employers in life, and they were the cause of my death. It is fitting that the Agamands are now mindless minions of the Lich King. Now I would have their last vestiges of honor. Go into their family crypt and rob them of their family heirlooms. A sword, an axe, a dagger, and a mace, and bring them to me. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to safely do that for a while. Like, a little while. We're probably going to end up finishing up in Durotar and then coming back here to do that at like level 13, 14. Yeah, later. Couple of things. Let's pop our last week Troll's Blood Potion. Let's eat one of our 2 crispy bat wings. We're gonna have to see about making some more buff food pretty soon. Alan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. Did I remove the add-on altogether? Yes. Yeah, I did. I felt like it was more distracting as for you guys than anything else, and that was like some of the feedback I got. It wasn't really doing anything for me, like immersive wise, and it just seemed to be a distraction. It was just kind of a distraction. I feel like hardcore is plenty challenging enough, and the way I play it, I feel like I'm immersed enough. Yeah, exactly. Hardcore is already something special. Right, exactly. For there to be so few of these guys, there must have been another player here recently, or possibly still another player working in the same area. We're gonna have to fight both of these, so we might as well see if we can get it done right away. It looks like we're fine. We have a potion if we really, really need it. The rings have a horrible drop rate. Sometimes they do. I don't really mind. The more kill experience I can get, the better. Especially when things are giving pretty decent kill XP, but they're not too hard to deal with them. Then I don't mind a really slow drop rate. It's when you're fighting mobs that have really, really annoying mechanics or heals that low drop rates can get bothersome. The missionaries might have a heal. I don't think they do. But I mean, I guess they could. Oh, the other time a low drop rate sucks when an area is completely farmed out and you don't have any other options for where to find the mobs. That's another time that a low drop rate can be really bothersome. But it looks like even though we have somebody else in the area, there aren't too many people here. Possibly the person that was here has moved on, because I haven't seen any sign of them. The Gnolls and Redridge. Yeah, the Gnolls and Redridge. Mystics and Brutes. And then, for them, it's more just finding the right one spawning than it is what they drop. The tough thing for me in Redridge as far as drops go is always the tough Condor meat. There we go. That's 1 out of 10. We have some copper over here. Just to our west. More copper south of us. Oh no, somebody just grabbed my copper. Oh, where did you go? Where are you? Oh no, false alarm, false alarm. It's still here. Tracking just gave up on it for a minute. Joey the Boy, thank you so much for the $6.66 super chat. I appreciate that, and thanks for hanging out with us today. Oh, we're gonna get this node. I don't know how. Maybe we gotta go around. Here we go. Oh, no, no, yes, yes, okay. Perfect. They did not like me trying to charge. Charge definitely did not have line of sight. To potion or not to potion? I don't think we need to potion here. Yeah, we're good. The only thing I don't like about Tirisfal Glades is really the music. Though it does set an ominous tone. I kind of wish there could have been more to the music. And maybe still have achieved the same kind of like ominous undertones. Because the aesthetics are nice, like it really does fit. But I just don't like the music. Or like the lack thereof. What's my favorite class to play? Well, you're probably looking at it. Warrior is definitely the most fun in Classic era. It has probably the best sense of momentum. It obviously does a boatload of damage. Yep, probably the Warrior. Lots of classes are fun in different ways. We have a level 9 undead priest over here. This guy's in trouble. I don't want to take his mob. But if he tags the mob, I'll help him. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't want to take his mob. I'll take this guy, though. He was pretty low, but then again, he's a priest. All he has to do is power word shield and heal himself up. Are we going arms this time around? Yes. Yes, we are. We've done, I think, the last two warriors I played, the human warrior on the US anniversary realms and the night elf warrior on the EU anniversary realms. Both of those I leveled as dual wield. So this time we will be going with a big old two-hander and we'll be headed straight down the arms tree. Oh, I'm really surprised they got that tag. Huh, lucky them. Is arms the better one, or does it depend on what you want to do? There's an argument for both, especially while you're leveling up. You know, some people will tell you arms is better for leveling, some people will tell you that Fury is better just because it's more DPS. It also depends on what weapons you manage to get and just like what you like. But for leveling, they're both pretty good. I always forget this is the flight entrance to Undercity. Can you walk in here? I've never tried to actually walk through the flight tunnel. I wonder if this would serve as an additional entrance on foot as well. Well, this must be where like the Alliance invades Undercity from when they try to do like PvP battles where you go kill the city's ruler. They must get in from over here, right? So this must lead us right into the Undercity, even on foot. Probably no mining nodes in there, so I'm not going to go exploring right now. They must have made the Forsaken models before they made any of the other Horde models, because for whatever reason, the Forsaken have the best animations and the best physics on the Horde side. Compared to the Forsaken, the rest of the Horde races, with the exception of maybe the male troll, are very stiff. Like, all of their animations, including like how they walk and run, are very stiff and just not as good as the Forsaken stuff. There we go. That is 10 out of 10. Let's head back. We'll turn these in, and then I think our next destination is going to be up at the Agamand Mills. We're looking for items. We're looking for named guys. We're not going to do the warrior quest right now as much as we really need a new weapon. I don't think it's worth the risk until we are a bit of a higher level. I could really stand some more stuff for cooking. We really need some meaty bat wings so we can make some more buff food. I'm always like really paranoid whenever we fight more than one mob now, since, you know, the one time I fought 2 mobs, my power went out for a second. Just long enough to get us killed by the second mob that we didn't auto-attack down. JP, good morning, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they have social aggro. Even though they're not aggressive, if you're fighting one and another one gets too close, they will socially aggro. Because they didn't call for help. They just naturally joined the fight when they got too close. How many classes have I gotten to 60 in hardcore? 0. A big old zip zilch nada. 47 was our highest level, and that character didn't die, but Season of Discovery came out and derailed their entire journey. Eventually I transferred them to a non-hardcore realm.
Beware the living.
We are still at war, and the Scarlet Crusade grows in strength. The report Executor Aaron sent me indicates Scarlet Crusaders have been raiding from the ruined tower in southeastern Tirisfal near the Baganator farmstead under the command of Captain Vakan. Kill Vakan along with 5 Scarlet Friars. It should prove to be a devastating blow to the Crusade.
Our time will.
Very cool. Okay. What else?
What now? Trust no one.
Let's take the belt, even though I'm not sure we need it. And that is level 12. Let's spend our talent point, and we have level 12 abilities to train. As far as professions, well, let's go train first, and then we will do a little bit of cooking. Not sure if we'll do any smelting or anything else.
Speak quickly.
Overpower, very nice. Battle shout rank 2, shield bash. I'm gonna save the 10 silver for right now, because I'm not gonna be using a shield. Even if I tank, we're gonna be tanking with a two-hander. So I'm gonna save my 10 silver for now. Eventually I'll probably just learn it to get it out of the training menu. But for now, that's 10 silver that I probably need for other stuff. We can make some of the heavy linen bandages, and we can probably go ahead and replace those on the bar. And I will probably just sell the regular linen. We need mild spice to cook up our bat wings for our buff food.
What now?
What do we have? We have 9. Okay.
Beware the living.
Or you can do dual wield tanking. I'm doing a little bit of dual wield tanking on my North America server warrior. I actually tanked my first Zul'Farrak as a dual wield tank yesterday, and it was pretty enjoyable. I did quite a bit of damage, and I was able to hold threat, and it was a great run. So yeah, I have my dual wield warrior already. 2 of them, in fact. One on the NA realms and one on the EU realms. So this is going to be my 2-hand warrior all the way. I love the fantasy and the feel of like a sword and board class. I've played plenty of characters that way. But eventually, like, the math wins out. And then I realize I can stay just as alive and I can kill much more efficiently. But yeah, we've leveled a couple characters sword and board intentionally for that vibe. Well, cooking is getting pretty close to being maxed out. We'll have to train that to the next rank next time we are in the Undercity. For now, let's empty out the bags as much as we can, and we are going to take a little trip over to the Agamand family mills. The belt is an upgrade that we got from the quest. Let's equip that. And then we can basically sell everything except our buff food. Ooh, 2-handed mace. Yeah. I mean, this would be an upgrade, but we have not learned maces. I finally have a little bit of silver. When we get to Orgrimmar, we're going to learn whatever weapons we can learn in Orgrimmar, and we're going to have to do the run out to Thunderbluff specifically to train weapon skills. We're just going to have to do it and get it over with. Otherwise, we're going to be at a severe disadvantage when it comes to weapons. Guitar Junkie, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Hope you are doing fantastic this Friday. Wayne, good afternoon to you and welcome. Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a great day. We need to get our fishing going at some point. Kind of meant to do some at the start of the stream and then it just slipped my mind because we were doing some other running around. You know what? It would really help if we put Overpower out on the bar. Battle Shout rank 2, that went ahead and that put the next rank out for us since it's not a spell. Let's put Overpower. I guess Overpower can go right here. Let's move Thunderclap. What level am I comfortable running Wailing Caverns? As a tank, like level 20. Maybe 21. But at least level 20. Usually one of the named guys is right around the road here as we first come into this area. Let's go ahead and try to make a habit of using some of our sharpening stones. That's one of the benefits of blacksmithing that we probably want to be taking advantage of. Here he is, Devlin Agamand. This might be a little bit tricky. Let's kill the caster first. We don't want to pull Nissa as well. That would be bad. Let's get a quick bandage in, then we should be able to tag her. Well, then again, maybe she went back upstairs. I'm trying to body pull this guy downstairs, and he does not want to aggro. Oh, there we go. Oh, she's level 10. We have potions if we need them. Which we might. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Can you pop potions while fighting? Absolutely, yeah. Karen, good afternoon to you and welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Alright, this is the last of the named guys that we need. After this, we need 2 more notched ribs. And then we may head down into the Murloc area to go after the Vilefin scales that we need. That quest is now also green. And we're probably headed back to Durotar soonish to do the last of the Echo Isles stuff. Some of the other green quests there. These guys have Shadow Word Pain, 5 shadow damage every 3 seconds. Well, that is it for the quest. If we head over this way, we should be able to find a safe way down to take us back into the Murloc area. Kind of wondering if I want to do the war with the Scarlet Crusade or if I want to save that one for when we're a bit of a higher level. Let's get our buff food back up before we even get close to the Murlocs. Lots of copper up here. Now the real trick, not getting killed by murlocs. Sharpening stone has 17 minutes left on it. Oh no. Oh good, he bled to death. Oh, that was a fortuitous bleed. Well, there we go. That is 5 out of 5. Do I want to hearth back? No, I want to go to this island and I want to grab the Lich's spellbook. That's going to have to go back to Undercity, and then we're going to have to go back to the island, and then we're going to have to go back to Undercity. It's kind of a bunch of running around, but it's probably worth it for the XP. What level am I comfortable running Ragefire? Ragefire will probably do at like 15. 15 or 16, whenever I end up having all the quests. which could be 15 or 16 depending on how things play out. But probably not before that. Inventory is full. Oh, what a bad time. Let's try that again. Do I like Warhammer 40k at all? Just in the sense that I find the universe very interesting. It's one of those universes that, like, if I had 100 hours of free time, I would love to read like a crap ton of lore books and like really dive into the history of the universe. I've never been able to actually do that. As far as like actually playing the miniatures, I experimented with it back in my 20s. But I don't have a analytical or mathematical or strategic mind. So I don't think the game itself is for me, but the universe is very interesting to me.
That better be good. Remember, patience.
I had a friend who used to know a ton about the lore. He read all like the novels and stuff. And anytime you'd ask him a question, he would be able to come up with like a very long, very in-depth answer with all the background like knowledge and lore and history and stuff. It was always really impressive. And I realized like, wow, this is it's an enormous universe full of like really cool lore. Alright, let's turn in the rest of what we have here, and then I want to get us to Undercity and finish with that running back and forth. We'll empty the bags. Yep. I'm gonna have to get some coffee like pretty soon. The Agamand Mills area has become a foothold for the Scourge. We know all this. Yep. Their strongest point is the Agamand family crypt, where their local military leader, a skeleton named Captain Dargle, has headquartered. With necromancy, he has raised the ancestors of the Agamands and plans to use them against us. This cannot pass, and you must stop it. Travel to the Agamand family crypt and defeat the raised Agamand ancestors, and bring me the skull of Captain Dargle. I think our warrior quest also happens in this crypt. I'm pretty sure. We're not going to do that now. We're going to do that after we finish Durotar and we come back. Let's hit up a vendor really fast.
I have exactly what you need. Bye.
Yeah, we could smelt, but we'll save it though. We don't have a lot of ore. We have, well, we have 1 stack of ore. Could be worth it. A new plague. While you were out gathering, I uncovered some old text in one of my tomes that indicates that an ancient plague wiped out thousands of innocent victims. Later, it was discovered that the deadly agent in the plague was preserved through the venom of nightweb spiders. Bring me some venom for a vicious nightweb spider to complete this experiment. I want to see if the contagious element from the venom will work better with my new concoction. Rumor has it the spiders can be found in eastern Tirisfal glades.
Trust no one. I am forsaken.
We will take the boots.
Embrace the shadow.
The boots are an upgrade. Perfect. Alright, to Undercity we go. I think we have more malachite for the bank. Yeah, and I should probably put these in there. Where are we at with blacksmithing? 24. Okay. I don't know. Can I get to 35? Probably not with just these. But we can try. We need 10 skill ups. This is bound to turn green any moment. But it would be great just to learn this, and then it's not in my inventory, and I won't forget about it in my bank. We got it. Very nice. We actually got 36. Copper Chain Vest actually has 1 strength on it. We need Malachite. We haven't been finding Malachite. I've called it Malachite. We've been finding Tiger's Eye. So, yeah. We also need Rough Grinding Stone, which I don't think we've even learned how to make that yet. Maybe visiting the blacksmithing trainer is a good idea. Yeah, I think maybe we do that really fast. We'll turn in the quest in the Mage Quarter first, and then we'll see if we can train anything in blacksmithing. Very good. I will study this book and determine the identity of that lich. You have served your queen well. Bether opens the book and stares intently at its glowing pages. Astonishing, the book you retrieve belongs to no other than Gunther Arcanus. Gunther was a skilled necromancer in life. He and I were friends and comrades in arms, before the plague. And judging from his book, he has grown even more powerful in death. I didn't know the Lordaeron humans had necromancers? If they were necromancers in life, does that mean that they were working with the Scourge in life? He was a skilled necromancer. Yeah, like the human faction didn't have necromancers, bro. Long ago, Gunther and I, along with the now Scourge necromancer Thule Ravenclaw, were friends and students within the Kirin Tor, a society for mages in Dalaran. Gunther and I both fell to the plague, but I thought he either remained dead or was raised into the ranks of the Lich King. It is good to know he is free. We must have him. I have placed a spell on his book that, when he sees it, will show him that I too am free of the Lich King. After knowing this, it is my hope that he will join us. They seem to be insinuating that they were mages in Dalaran, but that they studied necromancy freely. Which would be weird. Yeah, he was, but when he became a necromancer, though, like, I think he was kicked out of the Kirin Tor, wasn't he? Like, he wasn't supposed to be doing necromancy or dabbling in necromancy. That's why he became a villain. Because they weren't like, oh yeah, necromancy, oh that's totally cool, bro, good luck with that. They were like, wait, what? Necromancy? But yeah, he was just a dude. He was in the Kirin Tor, but then yeah, I think necromancy kind of crosses the line. Wouldn't they have just done it in secret? Yeah, of course, but they didn't insinuate that they did it in secret. Like, nothing about what he said or how he explained it really indicated that they had done it in secret, you know? He was like, oh yeah, we were necromancers back in the day. I don't know, maybe he's just super casual about it now that he's like a Forsaken. I guess it could be that. Oh my dear lord. Whew, I think we're about to be broke. Oh, you know what? That wasn't that bad. We still have 41 silver. That was not bad at all. The problem now is that we need weapons like ASAP. One-handed stuff. I need two-handed battle axe. Ooh, 3 stamina. That's juicy. We need malachite, like a lot of malachite. Copper Claymore has nothing. We really want to make this battle axe. We have the leather, so the leather's in our bank. We need 2 malachite, and we need these rough grinding stones. Okay, we can start making rough grinding stones now. That's probably going to be a good way to get some really easy skill ups. Okay, with that stuff done, let's just get out of here. I am going to take a break and get some coffee really fast. So yeah, I'm going to step away for a minute. I will be right back. You guys can enjoy the wonderful, haunting / terrible disharmony of the tavern music here. Be right back. Alright, I am back. Thank you guys for hanging out. Return the book. Okay, let's go return the book, and then I think after that we're probably going to head to Durotar. I think this is the last of what we're going to do here for now. Uh-oh. Well, I am going to pop a potion because we have more incoming. We have really sticky glue. I could stick this guy in place and then I could, let's do that and let's do this. It was a little bit closer than I would like it to be. We'll just sit here for a second. Get some regen going. Okay, we should be good. That got scary out of nowhere. I don't know if they can follow us into the water. You know what? I probably should have just ran into the water and saved the sticky glue. Because I don't think they can swim, can they? Let's get our buff food up. And then we'll turn in the quest. Damien Luck, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Everything is good. The new schedule, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule seems to be working well for me. And then we'll have recorded stuff going up on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and that seems like it's going to work out really well, so everything is great.
What now?
Thanks for being here today.
Trust no one.
My book? So you were the thief who stole it. But what is this new enchantment upon it? Bethor? He is in Lordaeron? If he still exists, then perhaps he too escaped from the Lich King's grasp. Proving allegiance. You say you are not bound by the will of the Lich King, and the enchantment Bethor placed upon my book corroborates this. But before I believe you, I must have proof that you are enemy to the Scourge. There is an old, bloody altar just off the southern coast of this island. It is used by a powerful Scourge agent, Lilith Nefara. Take a candle of beckoning from this crate here, light it on the altar, and Lilith will awaken. Destroy her, and I will believe you are the Lich King's foe.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
I don't remember what level she is. Is she level 12? She might be level 12. We'll have to clear the island first. I don't want to run the risk of pulling any ads with her. Alright, fingers crossed that she's not like level 15 or something crazy. This is an old, beaten, bloody table. You place the candle of beckoning upon the table and light it. Level 12. Yep. She does not bleed. Good to know. Also kind of a scary fight. You have defeated Lilith, proving you are an enemy of the Scourge. Incredible. I had believed I was the only undead with free will, but you have shown me there are others who have broken the Lich King's domination. Take this nether gem to my old comrade Bethor. It will let us communicate, and I have much to tell him. We get a shield from that one, which we should probably hold on to in case we get any decent one-hand weapons. So yeah, the plan from here is we go to Undercity, we turn this in, we wrap up this quest chain, and then we jump on the Zeppelin for Durotar. We have one level 9 quest we'll pick up in the north for Harpies, and then one for Bags, and then we'll have to head south. We need to do the rest of the stuff on Echo Islands. Minchina's Skull and Zalazane. Wow, what a miss. Oh, you know what? We have to train cooking. Right? Yes.
What do you require? Trust no one.
What is it? Goodbye.
Alright, so now all of the rest of the quest in Tirisfal Glades are level 10 and up. So we'll probably do all of Durotar. Maybe even up and through Skull Rock. And then that'll probably get us maybe level 14. And we'll come back and we'll finish up Tirisfal Glades. We're also going to have to go into Silverpine at some point, because the intro quests in Silverpine are level 10 and level 11. And sometimes we can outlevel those if we're not careful. Well, there is an incoming Zeppelin. Is it going to be the Zeppelin that we need? Or is it going to be the Zeppelin that goes to Gromgol? I think that's the one for Orgrimmar. If we're lucky. Oh, that one's Gromgol. Oh, it's okay. There's another one coming in. Oh, yeah, that one is Gromgol. Alright. Well, we got double lucky because the Orgrimmar Zep just arrived then. That Tauren was, taking a risky posture there right on the edge of the boat. I'm not gonna do that. Way too risky. Yeah, beware the boat boss. Exactly. We went from elevator boss to boat boss. In either case, you could fall to your death pretty easily. We're gonna go do weapon training in Orgrimmar while we have the 40 silver to do so. I'm gonna grab one and two-handed axes because at this point, even if we found like a one-handed axe that had some stats, it would be much better than what we have, so. And we did pick up a shield, so if we come across to one hand, at least we have some kind of shield to equip in the offhand. What spec are we going on this warrior? We're gonna do an arm spec. Because my last two warriors have been Fury. And I've been fiending for a good two-handed arms build. I always found it funny that the weapon trainer in Stormwind is like literally right out front, right in the main square of Stormwind City. You can find the weapon trainer. But in Orgrimmar, he's hiding all the way in the back. Almost as far from the entrance as one could possibly get. It's good to see the hardcore servers are still going strong with active players. Yeah, absolutely they are. Even on the Horde side, which is, in Classic era, traditionally the least played faction. It just means the Alliance are soft and lazy. There you go. It's not a bad way of looking at it. I think I'm going the right way. There we go. One-handed axes, two-handed axes. Oh man, I mean, I need everything. We could easily get a staff that would be better than what we have. Like, from a quest, it could happen, right? Let's do that. I'm tempted just to, I gotta pick up, I think I gotta pick up thrown weapons. Yeah, I need something. I wonder if he'll sell me, you know, I was gonna say, I wonder if he'll sell me some throwing weapons, like, maybe he would have, but I'm broke anyway. Oh, they're really cheap. I'm gonna have to get the balanced throwing daggers. You know what, I'm just gonna take the cheap ones. All I really need them to do is pull aggro. So we'll do that. There we go. Now we're good. And then eventually we'll have to head to Thunderbluff next time we have money. Obviously right now we are completely broke. But eventually we'll get maces and two-handed maces. And we'll learn bows and guns. Eventually. What's the version that if you die, you lose your character? I mean, the official hardcore servers are as close to what you're describing as it gets. But you don't really lose the character. If you die on a hardcore server, you can't res. There is no resing on a hardcore server. However, if you die on a hardcore character and you want to keep playing that character, Blizzard lets you transfer that character to a non-hardcore realm free of charge. So you technically never lose anything. You just can't resurrect on the hardcore server. Once you die here, you have to go somewhere else if you would like to keep playing on that character. So there should be a couple of quests out here that we can do around the Harpy area. And then after that, we're going to be heading all the way down to the south. Winds in the desert. I'm Rezlok, one of Gazlo's boys. Boss sent me to help the orcs here in Durotar. Things have been going good except for the caravans. Can't manage to keep them safe. Makes my job a little harder, you know. The last shipment they promised to get through was snatched by the Dustwind Harpies of, where was it? Razorwind Canyon? I gotta have those supplies or I'll never get anything done.
Be good.
We need 5 supply sacks. This could be a tough one to get done depending on how many other players are in the area. I remember trying to do this like night 1 or night 2 of official hardcore start. And I think I had to give up on it. Too many players, not enough sacks. What a shame. Oh, see, and we have competition maybe? Oh, maybe not. He ran right past that sack. Maybe he's on the next part of the quest. This is a chain. So we might have lucked out. Yeah, he walked by that one too, so he must be done with that part. It's marking more copper, but I think most of what it's marking is above us. Yeah, 2 of them are above us. One of them might be somewhere else down in this area. Not sure if we can get to it from this side, though. There we go. There's our last one.
funny, friend. Keep it real.
And now we are going to go kill 12 savages and 8 storm
Have a
witches.
good one.
Denver Jack, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Oh, we do have a talent point. I didn't even notice the level. So we're all done with improved rend. I think we're gonna go into improved heroic strike. I'm also kind of tempted to grab deflection, but I'll go heroic strike for now. Well, somebody is definitely clearing through here. Let's see. Level 11 Troll Hunter. Okay. 11's a little young to be doing this, but as a hunter, having the pet, it probably doesn't really matter. I am going to focus on grabbing some of this ore. Well, we aggroed the caster back there. That's not ideal. I'm gonna have to pop a potion. That hurts. Ooh, we're still in rough shape. At least she ran. The fact that they ran really helped out. I think buff food is in order here. Let's do some buff food. What is in the chest? Maybe some leather. We could really use some leather for future crafting. Okay, nothing useful at all. Got it. You know what? I think we might save the rest of this one for later. All of these guys are, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are level 11. And I think maybe we would be better served by coming back here at a higher level. Finishing it up then. I mean, we could risk the biscuit a little bit and we could finish it. What do we need? We're 4 out of 12 and 2 out of 8. I don't know. Is it worth doing this right now when we have lower level stuff to do? That is another good question. Sharpen your sword. Thank you. Yes. We are missing the sharpened sword buff. That could definitely help. What would really help is an entirely new sword. An entirely new sword would make this easier. But for now, let's certainly do what we can. We have lots of smelting and maybe a little bit of blacksmithing we can do soon. Probably do that when we get down to Razor Hill. We need to make that chess piece, but I don't think we have all the mats we need. I think we're being held back by malachite. We have plenty of Tiger's Eye, but we don't seem to need that yet. We're being held back by not having malachite. I guess I could also move the throw ability out to the bar since we have thrown weapons now. That would be nice. Do I want to fight to clear this chest? I feel like I have to. Just because I need things that I can't get elsewhere. Like, I need leather, I need malachite. And there's only a small chance that I'll find any of that stuff, but I have to take the small chance, because if I don't, then I could just never find it. Fighting all these casters, though, is going to be kind of tricky. I really can't afford to pull two of them. I can back... Ooh, missed our chance to back her up. If she runs, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Here we go, let's back her up this way. Alright. One down. Alright, let's see, what do we got? Copper chain vest, we already know that one. We already know that one. Alright, we need one more kill and then we have to get out of here because our inventory is completely full. But then again, there's so much copper spawning around here that it's kind of hard to leave. But we're not going to have room to carry the copper. We're not going to have room to carry it. We have a small stack going. We can fill that stack with 10, but that's about all we can do. Can we cannibalize harpies? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. They're humanoids, I think, so... should be able to. We'll check on this one. But yeah, they're listed as humanoids. Yes. Yes, we can. Yeah, I play Forsaken so infrequently that it's hard to keep Cannibalize in mind.
What's up?
One-handed sword or a staff? Let's take the staff.
Imperial.
We can't take anything because we have a full inventory. We're gonna drop the apple.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
Yeah, that's a pretty huge upgrade. I am glad that we trained staffs. Now we just have to skill up our staff a little bit. This might be the first time I've ever used a staff as a warrior. Okay, the animation is really cool. I love the animation for it. That's nice. A 65 skill level is max right now, so we just have to get it probably into the 50s before it starts hitting consistently. It's not that staffs hit harder than swords. It's just that this staff in particular has much higher stats than the sword we previously had. That's all. It's just a two-handed weapon like any other two-handed weapon. It's not inherently better, necessarily, or inherently worse, especially when it doesn't have stats. The difference is the top-end damage and the DPS. The sword had 11 top-end damage, and the staff has 25 top-end damage. It was just a really, really, really bad sword. It was the first two-handed weapon that we got back in the Death Knell. So it's just the staff has such better DPS on it. I typically never end up equipping staffs because I don't do a lot of self-found, so usually I can just go to the auction house and I can buy a low-level green. My inventory's full. Yep. Okay. We'll drop the one mild spice for now. We can just buy more later. The ore is obviously more important. There we go. Alright, I am going to smelt all this stuff, and I am going to bio really fast. I will be right back. Am I gonna make some weight stones for the staff? Yeah, absolutely. Well, now hold on though, because I do need rough grinding stones. Can I make any of this stuff? The vest would be nice. Oh, I see. I need malachite. Even if I make the rough grinding stones, I still don't have what I need. We don't need the pants. We don't really need the boots. Yeah, same thing with the weapons, right? We need this battle axe, but I need 2 malachite for this and the rough grinding stones. I'm gonna make 2 of these. I don't know. No, I think I gotta go all grinding stones. I just need the grinding stones too much. Yeah, I need the grinding stones too much to worry about the weight stones. Whenever we get a surplus of rough stones, then we'll make some. But for now, I need skill ups and mats. Okay. And then for skill ups, let's make a bunch of the copper chain pants. Those will also be good to sell for a little bit of coin. Might be able to train the next rank of blacksmithing. Yeah, we hit 50. So that's good. Let's see what else we have going on. Oh, he can't train us in the next rank. We gotta go to Orgrimmar for that. He can teach us the runed copper gauntlets. And, ooh, runed copper pants. 2 stam, 2 strength. The only way this is good is if we don't keep needing more malachite. Yeah, see, this one's good. We can make these because we don't need malachite for it. So that's our next objective. We need those as soon as we can make them. Let's go ahead and sell all of the pants that we made. 67 copper per pair, that's pretty decent. As far as cooking, we can do the boar meat. We can do the wolf meat. We don't need to be on fire while we're doing that.
May your blades never dull.
Okay, we have a level 8 quest, Gnomish Tools, which we gotta do right now. We'll do that one first, we'll turn that one in, and then we'll head down to the Echo Islands. Yeah, you can find light leather in chests. Sometimes you can fish it up. We have another chest down here. Let's grab this. I see another player nearby. There we go. It looks like they either didn't see it or maybe they didn't have the breath to come get it. Oh, that's very nice. We got some light leather there. See, there's an example of how we're going to get our leather. Is we just have to get lucky, basically. Just have to get lucky. Can you wear or use what you craft? Yes, absolutely. Well, I feel like we're halfway down the coast already. Let's just swim over to the coast and we'll run down and we'll just go to the islands. And we'll get this turned in whenever we happen to be back in Razor Hill. I don't think we'll out-level it. Well, we could. If we hit level 14, it might go gray. I don't think so. I think it'll still be green even if we somehow hit level 14 down in the Echo Isles. It's probably a longer way to go, but it got us there. Now we gotta cross over to the main island. Random guild invites are weird. I mean, not in World of Warcraft they're not, though. In World of Warcraft, random guild invites are just like par for the course. mean, I rarely ever accept them. But they're pretty common. So these quests should be relatively safe. You know, relatively safe. They're all green. The enemies here are probably much lower than us. I think even Zalazane is probably just level 10. So we should be okay as long as we don't pull like a massive amount of trolls by accident. Yeah, there are trolls that heal back here. Which is typically okay as long as they don't start cross-healing each other. I don't recall if it's the voodoo trolls or the hex trolls that have a heal. I think it's the voodoo trolls. I think the voodoo trolls are basically shaman. It's the hex trolls. Oh, okay. Oh, it is the voodoo. We don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out for sure the first time one of them heals. But I think the hex guys have some curses and the voodoo guys are like shaman. Oh my dear God. Now please explain how this happened. Somebody please explain where these guys came from, because I didn't pull these guys. Oh geez. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just make sure we don't get stunned here. Well, that's random and a little bit intimidating. We just had 5 guys chasing us for no reason that I can really make out. I guess we have to be more careful inside those buildings in that area. Maybe I just avoid that little area altogether going forward. Don't want to get attacked by 5 guys. Yeah, it wasn't too dramatic. At least we didn't die. I must have aggroed everybody in one of these buildings nearby. That's all I can think of, is that everybody ran out of the building at us. Yeah, this building right here, we somehow, since I came over here, we somehow aggroed everybody back here. They all ran out, they aggroed everybody with them, and they came and attacked us. Just aggroed them through a couple of walls. Let's make sure we don't do that again. There's the heal. We finally saw the heal. Let's head down into Zalazane's little area. Oh no, he shrunk us. Strength reduced by 3, stamina reduced by 3. Oh, and he healed himself. What a nice guy. Can you not party up with this challenge? You can party up. This is a self-found character on the official hardcore servers. So it stops you from using the auction house, from using the mailbox, and from trading. Does not prevent you from grouping up. Does not prevent you from doing your dungeon cooldowns. Can gnomes get shrunk at all? That's a good question. How tiny would they be when they were shrunk? Can you get lockboxes open? You can't do anything that involves a trade window. So, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe you can pop it into the trade. That's a good question. Like, can you get gear enchanted and can you get lockboxes popped? I don't know. I've never tried to get gear enchanted or get a lockbox popped. I would assume no, but I'm not 100%. I don't think you can open the trade window at all, but that could be wrong. I've honestly never tried to open the trade window on a self-found character to see what it does. Alex, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. I am doing fantastic. Thanks for being here today. Am I leveling up his arms? Yes. Mm-hmm. We are all done. Let's get out of here and get ourselves back to Senjin Village. We'll turn all of this stuff in and then we will run to the north. The 2-minute buff we have is Battle Shout. Battle Shout increases melee attack power by 35 at this rank. Did I do the eggs and tiger fur? Yeah, we did that on our first visit to Durotar. And we saved the higher level stuff for this visit.
What you want? Be seeing ya. See ya later. Okie dokie.
Alright, back to Razor Hill we go, and then we're going to work on encroachments. We need to kill a handful of Razor Boar. So much Tiger's Eye and so little Malachite. Can we only get Malachite from tin nodes? I don't think we've seen a single piece of Malachite. We might be able to craft the pants by the time we get back to Razor Hill. That would be nice. You don't really see me play as a mage or a hunter? Are they my least favorite to play? I love mage. I don't play a lot of hunter. Because I don't always enjoy pet classes. I'm really enjoying the hunter in Mist of Pandaria. My goblin hunter's been a lot of fun. So every once in a while things come together and I can enjoy a hunter, but... yeah, to be fair, I don't play a lot of either of those classes. In the mage's case, though, I do really like the mage. Have I ever given thought to giving my balanced druid another go? I won't do a balanced druid. But I do want to eventually either continue the druid that I have on the US realms as feral, or roll up another feral druid, but I don't think I'll do balance. Balance was not fun for me, and then as soon as I went cats, I started having fun. This happened in classic hardcore, and it happened in Mist of Pandaria. Like, I get on the druid, I think I want to go balance, I play balance for a little bit, but then as soon as I go cat, I'm automatically having a lot more fun, so it just makes more sense to go cat. Let's go turn this one in, let's do some blacksmithing, and then we'll go kill these Quillboar.
Go forth to victory.
What add-on changes the quest giving window? That's dialogue UI. It also has a dark mode. Alright, what else do we need? Find thread. Okay. You know what? This guy might not even sell find thread. I might have to go to Orgrimmar to find this.
Speak, friend.
Yeah, he doesn't sell it. Fine thread is too fine of an item for these beginning trade supplies vendors. They just don't have it. I need to keep 8. I'll do 2 of these for skill ups. Requires the anvil. You know what, I'll just hold on to everything for now. I'll hold on to everything for now and I'll wait until I'm in Orgrimmar. Because I also want to learn the next rank of blacksmithing and I have to be in Orgrimmar to do that. It would be nice to have the pants, but we physically can't make them here. So let's go kill these Quillboar and then we'll probably take it back to Orgrimmar after that. What we can do is we can make a couple of rough weight stones. We could apply those to our staff. That is something we could do now that we have a bit of a surplus. A copper axe? I don't need the one-handed copper axe. The battle axe I need malachite for, and we're just simply not getting any malachite. I have the leather in my bank, but until I find malachite I can't do anything. So we're just waiting. Yeah, we've been finding a lot of tiger's eye, but I haven't found any of what we actually need. It's been rough. No malachite, all tiger's eye. Oh wow, these guys are level 7. It's a level 10 quest and they're level 7. We probably should have done this one a little bit earlier. No kill XP for us. It would be our first green, yeah. The pants are going to be our first green though. So we'll make the pants long before we make the weapon. Okay. It's up top. Why don't I use Gathermate? Have I memorized the ores? I don't need Gathermate. Have I memorized the ores? No, of course not. The ores are random. So like the thing is I know where to look and I just use the minimap. I've never felt like I needed something like Gathermate to show me where the mining nodes might be. It's pretty easy to kind of figure out where they might be, and then you either purposely run around in those areas or you just find stuff while you're doing other quests. I try to use as few add-ons as I can. I do use some add-ons, but I try to keep it light. And if I don't feel like I really need something, or that it doesn't really add value to me, then I won't use it. Alright, we need dust runners and battle guards. We have to cross to the other side of the road to find most of those. There is more Tiger's Eye that we don't need. Is there some kind of trick, or is there some kind of difference between like whether I get Malachite or whether I get Tiger's Eye, depending on what zone I'm in, I wonder. Because I swear all I've gotten is Tiger's Eye. So I wonder if it's like zone controlled. If it truly is random between the two of them, then I have really, really, really bad luck. Just unlucky. Okay, good. Good to know. Just unlucky. Wow. Maybe eventually I'll need lots of Tiger's Eye and I'll be happy this happened to us. But right now I'm just kind of sad that I can't make the chest piece or the weapon that I want. It's a bummer. You have to do a chant to summon the Malachite. That makes sense. I could burn a prayer or something. Alright, so with that one done, besides the stuff in Skull Rock, we don't have a lot left to do in Durotar. So the plan from here is going to be to go back to Tirisfal Glades, finish up everything in Tirisfal Glades, do the Skull Rock stuff, and then hopefully we can do Wailing Caverns. After that, we got to get started in the Barrens. We have to get started in Silverpine, because we are at level to start both of those zones. For now, for today, I am out of time, which is sad. I have had a lot of fun. I'm really digging the Undead Warrior. I've never played an Undead Warrior before. Self-Found is presenting some challenges, but I kind of dig it. Been having a really good time. Hope you guys are enjoying things as well. I'm going to park it at the inn and leave you for today. If you had a good time here, leaving a like on the VOD really does help me out a lot, and I appreciate those that do. Thanks for all the support. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.